all right, if 250 is a benchmark, I already got the benchmark out of the way. What I need to be asking myself now is, how do you accomplish that? And I fall more in love with the process. Like the process becomes my goal versus this tangible number becoming the reason that's going to validate if I've achieved or if I've arrived. It's a perfect example in my life. Y'all, I've been trying to work on a six-pack for like the last year, right? But here's the thing that I do. I go to the gym for a week or two, and then I look in the mirror and I'm like, damn, it ain't happened yet, right? And then I go 3 weeks later and I look again and I'm like, damn, it ain't happened yet. But then I sort of ask myself, all right, are you eating right? Are you sleeping? Are you focused on dieting? Are you doing the crunches? Are you doing these things consistently? Because when I become more in love with the process and use the goal just as a benchmark, where I was aiming for 6, I now get 8. Does that make sense? So sometimes we use these words like failure and all these things, and we don't really take a step back to ask ourselves, yo, what is failure? We just defined it as not achieving the thing that we set out to achieve. But we very seldom sit back to say, what if the thing that I was going after was the wrong thing, the wrong time, or too small? We don't challenge ourselves in thinking, maybe I was aiming at something that wasn't the thing. So I believe, because there's a definition for success is failure plus perseverance. And I truly believe that, right? That everything that I am to this day is things that have not gone the way that I thought it should go. But I saw the comment, failure is feedback. Agree 100%, right? It's being able to learn from these things that allows us to gain insight. Insight is super powerful. But give me something else really quick as we're thinking through this.
Yo, Jovan, I want to add on that.
Sure.
So I think it's all about perception. You know, you think you failed. I don't think there's such thing as failure. I think everything can be a lesson. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if your life's falling apart, well, you think it's falling apart and everything is going wrong, you don't know what's on the other side. The time isn't there yet. You're just here right now. Every bad day you've ever had, you're still here. It blew away in the wind. It went away. So you think everything's falling. You think you failed and this and that. It's just the time frame. You got to look at it as a lesson, keep it moving, and everything's going to turn out how it's supposed to. It's not on your time. It's on God's time, the universe's time, whatever you believe in. It's not on your time. You know what I mean? So I think it's about perception, really.
Write this down, guys. Success is not what you accomplish. It's who you become in the pursuit of your accomplishments. It's not just about what you accomplish, let me put it that way, but it's also who you become in the pursuit of your accomplishments. Guys, as you go through this journey of really being able to rejuvenate your why, and I got to get to my first point here. What I got, 8 minutes, good?
You got as long as you need, man.
Oh, man. As we talk through just really getting to our accomplishments, we have to understand that success is not just about getting there. True success is staying there. And how we stay there is by who we become on the journey of getting there. And so failure, this is my definition of failure. What failure really is, it's truly the process of refining you so that you can be the person that you need to be to manage the magnitude of what you're going after. Ooh, that might have just changed somebody's life. It is about refining you so that you can be the person that you need to be to manage the magnitude. I know we can all think about somebody who got to a level of success. I work with NFL teams. I can think about players all the time who hit to a certain level of success or get money overnight and make 1 or 2 bad decisions that ruins their entire life. It's not that they didn't have the skills to attain that contract, but they didn't have the mindset, heart set, and skill set necessary to sustain the magnitude of what was entrusted to them. You got to ask yourself a real question. I know what I'm going after, or you may know what you're going after, but are you the person that you need to be to manage the magnitude of what comes with what you're going after? That's a real question. And that's where we have opportunities to grow. We can't really look at, to Jacob's point, we can't blame everybody else for why we're not where we need to be, or look at everybody else for what they need to do. We have to ask ourselves, man, I'm trying to build this generational wealth, but I'm waking up at 8:30 in the morning. Man, I'm trying to impact my family's life, but I'm coming up, I'm going through this opportunity passively, but I'm expecting progressive returns. It don't work like that. What you reap is what you sow. That principle will never change. And we can't show up thinking just by being here, we should get the result. That don't work. You can't just be in proximity to it, but not apply yourself to it and actually get the result that's necessary. So here's where I'm going with this. It's really asking myself, like, I know what I'm going after, but am I the person that I need to be to manage the magnitude of what I'm going after? Let's go. What else? Talk to me.
Mine,
Go ahead, Jared.
I would say definitely mine. What is keeping me from reaching my goals of just being honest with myself is just the structure. Just not what you say. I'm not. I mean, I honestly feel like I'm attaining the results on, with whatever amount of effort I put into it. But to obtain my ultimate goal to help others really make their mark is, I got to be more intentional with that, and a lot of that comes with structure. And it's just not something that, I've taken serious enough at this point. I need to give myself non-negotiables. And this point, I haven't done that.
What's keeping you from doing that?
I mean, just a poor habits, I guess. I mean, for the longest time before this, I was up every day at 4:30 in the morning for however long, going out and, running a crew, building wind farms. And now that I have distractions, now that I have, the ability to go to sleep and wake up when I want, it's just, I got to get back in those good habits.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. It's a little bit deeper than habits. A couple of things to think about, right? Because you use the word distraction. Write this down for me. Without a vision, you will be destroyed by distraction. Without a vision, you'll be destroyed by distraction. The challenge may be for you, Jared, is that your vision has become more of a goal. Here's the difference. If a vision is something that you can achieve in ease, it's not a vision, it's a goal. What I mean by that is that what you're aiming for is not stretching you enough. It's not demanding something of you that is past your comfort zone, right? That you have to rewrite what you're going after. Maybe as I think about your why, let me go back here. Did you say it changed over time? That
Yes, it did. Yeah, it's changed over time for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the why now?
So my why now, is ultimately still, just still chasing that W, I guess for overcompensation of all the L's I've taken in the past due to my own, bad decisions.
Boom.
But ultimately,
Got it. Don't even mean to cut you off.